So one of my favorite tools to gain Messenger subscribers is using the JSON Grow tool. I love using the JSON Grow tool, whether it's I'm offering some type of financial program, maybe it's a buyer program. It's a super smooth transition from your Facebook ad to your JSON Grow tool, and it's super cost effective. Well, assuming that you set up the rest of the ad correctly. It's a super cost effective way to take somebody from your Facebook ad to MANYCHAT or to your Messenger. And so sometimes I know that it can be intimidating because you see this piece of code, which really isn't that intimidating. It's really not that scary, but you see this piece of code and you don't know where to put it, or you're confused and you don't know what to do with it. So I'm going to show you how to set that up in this video. Let's jump on in. Hey, what's up you guys? All right, so we are inside of MANYCHAT, and the very first thing that we are going to want to do is head down to the flow section, and we are going to create a new flow. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and call this one JSON test. And very important things to take note of here, right? Because there are some limitations to what you can do with the JSON Grow tool on the first messages. All right, the very first message that person is going to get is what's called the opt-in message. All right. What that means is these first messages need to somehow motivate that person to take some type of action, whether it's a reply or whether they click on the button on either whether it's a standard button or the quick reply button. All right, that's what's called the opt-in message. One thing that and make sure you take note of this, one thing that I highly recommend you do with the first with opt-in message is to keep them short. All right, the very maximum number of messages that I like to send on this first message is 2. All right, anything more than that, when that person clicks the button on your ad, they're gonna get ding, ding, ding. They're gonna get more. If they get 3 messages, it's gonna ring them 3 times, and they're gonna freak out. All right, it's gonna be a little bit intimidating. They're gonna freak out a little bit, and you might scare them away. 1, 2, if they have their sound on, it's gonna be bing, bing. It's just gonna be 2 sounds, 2 notifications. That's what I have found to work the best. So you can keep it to 1 message, even better. If you have your call to action in 1 message, that's great. 2 messages max is what I like to do. All right. So some things that you cannot do on the first opt-in message with the JSON Grow tool. All right, you cannot have emojis. All right, for one, you cannot have emojis here. You cannot have first name or last name, so you can't use the first name like, say, Angel, how are you doing? Right, you can't have the first name option there. Again, that person is not a subscriber yet. They have not opted in to your Messenger bot. So because they have not been a subscriber yet, Facebook cannot recognize their name or give you their name yet. Okay, so again, these first 2 messages, they need to be motivating enough for that person to take action. All right, so that you cannot use first name, you cannot use the emoji, and you cannot do delays. Okay, you can't add delays here. All right, so that's also another big reason why having more than 2 messages is kind of alarming, because they're gonna get them all at once. All right, because you can't have the delay option there. They're gonna get, if you have 4 messages there, they're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4 all at one time, and that's kind of a lot. It's too much to have on these first messages. You cannot have the delays. You cannot have the first names. You want to keep your messages short. All right, so let's just say thank you for your interest. Click the button below to claim your birthday offer. All right, then we'll say, give me my birthday offer. All right, so as soon as they click this button, now they can get the next message. They're a subscriber now, and now Facebook can give you their information or their first name and last name. And now in the next message, you can go ahead and say, thank you, first name, we will send it shortly, something like that. Okay. All right, so very important things to take note of there. You cannot use the emojis, you cannot do delays, and you cannot do first and last name. All right, keep that in mind. You want to keep it just very short. This exact same template here or style, just keep it, thank you for your interest, click the button below to claim your birthday offer with the button, or you can have a quick reply, and now they can opt in and get the next message. All right, so now next thing, once we have that set up, next thing that we are going to want to do is head over to our growth tools section, and now we're going to create a new growth tool. All right, so we're going to call this JSON test, and we're going to select Facebook ads JSON. All right, so now instead of going here to create a whole brand new message, you know, the one that we just created earlier, instead of doing that, we are going to hit the replace button. Okay, this is why I always recommend you build your messages in the flows folder, in the flow section first, and now it just makes it so much easier to create your growth tools. So now we just hit the replace button, we find our JSON test message, which is this one right here, and now we select the flow, and there it is, it's done. Okay, so now we have a code here. All right, on this setup section, we have a code. This code needs to go into our Facebook ad. All right, so we are going to head over to our Facebook ads manager, and we are going to create a new ad. All right, so now we are going to go here, and we are going to create a new, selected the wrong one. We're going to create a new ad. All right, so create here. And for the objective here, you can go two routes. You can use the traffic objective, and you can use the messages objective. All right, there's still there's really no definite answer to, oh, traffic is better, message is better. I've had success with both. I like to use them both. I always just prefer, because I have had good success with the messages objective, I prefer to go this route. Okay, but just keep that in mind. If you want to figure out which one is going to be better, then you're going to want to test both objectives, you know, with that same campaign. Let's just say, for example, this birthday campaign, you're going to want to create both campaigns using two different objectives and test it that way. All right, but for this example, we're going to go ahead and use the messages objective, so birthday, and then we're just going to call it test. All right, so we're going to go ahead and skip this whole section here. This is all the targeting and the ad budget and the placement section. All right, we're going to go ahead and skip that, and now we are going to select my page, which is there, and now we are going to upload an image. Down here, I was confusing myself. So we will go ahead and upload an image, which will be, thought I had a birthday one, maybe I deleted it. All right, let's just go with this one here. This is just a regular stock image. Of course, you're gonna want to put more thought into your ad, you know, a better image, some better copy, of course. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just put claim your offer below. What I want to show you is how to actually set up the JSON code. Okay, so again, put more thought into your ad, into the image, into the ad copy, and to your call to action, which will be send message for this one. Okay, so now down below, this is where we're going to set up our that code over here inside of MANYCHAT. Okay, so this is the whole code. All right, all the way down at the bottom, you're going to see messenger setup, and now this is the default action that Facebook has. This is their default message when somebody clicks the send message button on your page or on your ad. All right, but we're going to want to change this, and we're going to hit custom template. Okay, and again, this is Facebook's default message that they have. We're going to want to remove this and replace it with our new JSON code. All right, so make sure that when you do this, you click around, you click different spots, you make sure that this is completely deleted. All right, because it has happened to me before where I missed a line of code and my ad was not working. Okay, people were clicking and it wasn't working. So make sure you completely delete everything from here. All right, so we leave it blank, and now we go grab our code from MANYCHAT, which is here, copy code to clipboard, go back to our ad, and now we're going to paste that right there. So you can see there, it says thank you for your interest, click the button below to claim your birthday offer, and now we have our button there, and now people can click through. Okay, so the very last thing that we're going to want to do is hit confirm, and now we are all set. So there it is, you guys. Very simple process. It's not that intimidating, it's not that scary as you saw. Use this tool to your advantage. Again, it's a super cost-effective way to take somebody from your Facebook ad to Messenger and deliver whatever the offer is that you're offering. Okay, use this tool if you have a buyer's program, if you have something of value. Okay, have a strong call to action, have a strong offer, and deliver it via this method. Okay, so there it is, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it was helpful, and I'll catch you guys next time.